Hello, MorganDragonMoon.
Hello, Kat. How are you doing?
I'm good. I only got your name right because it's on the screen. Otherwise, I get it mixed up.
Yeah, so is my mom.
Yeah, let's see where your live is. See if we've got any viewers. I don't think we have yet.
Probably not yet.
We will. You always get viewers.
Yeah, we usually do.
Yeah. So what you been doing? Doing readings? Been studying? What have you been doing?
Getting prepared for the this expo I'm going to be doing next month in Grand Forks.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm making a product that haven't really sold for the first time, and it's going to
Yeah.
be. I'm hoping I get a lot of people that buy it because I love making candles. So,
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
hi Michelle, how are you doing?
Hi, Michelle. How are you? Thank you for joining us. This is I'm Kat, and this is Morgan Moon Dragon. Did I get that right?
You got the first part right, but then you swapped the words around. Oh,
Morgan Dragon Moon.
yep.
Michelle, I always get his name mixed up. I can't help it.
That's all right.
Yeah. So, we've got one viewer. That's Michelle. Thank you for watching us.
Thank you.
So, what am I going to say? What can we talk about?
What was I gonna? I thought of something.
Oh,
Oh
Michelle's
yeah,
great. Sorry, I was going to say Michelle's great. That's really good.
yeah.
Oh, we've got a few more viewers now.
That's good.
So I'll leave you with the show.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, how is everybody doing tonight on this Pi Day? Get it? Because it's 3.14 pi. It's a math term. Yeah. What a crazy day yesterday. Hi, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good Pi Day. Because my mom and them, we went grocery shopping today and they bought pies because it's Pie Day. And I thought it was kind of funny because they never done that before. So, and compared to craziness of yesterday, which was Friday the 13th. Hi, Teresa. How's it going? Normally, Friday the 13th doesn't bother me at all. I'm doing really good. Just amazed about how everybody was acting on Friday the 13th when I was at work. I mean, I work at Target, which is a big retail store in Grand Forks, and there was everybody coming in there that day because we have around this time of year we have like a tournament for hockey and other sports, and they started canceling the tournaments because of COVID-19. So now everybody's kind of having kind of a cabin fever, if you would say. What are my favorite types of readings to do? Well, I love using these cards I have. They're called the Shinies fortune cards by Sharina Starr. Um, I do pendulum work too. The current pendulum I have, the top part of it broke, but the rest of it still works. I just need to get like a better thing to hold up on the very top, like a little key ring or something. Lately I've been trying to practice more of my mediumship skills. Yeah, I'm pretty introverted myself. Unless I have something covering up my face, then I become extrovert after that. um yeah, so it is, what was I going to talk about? Have you ever heard of the Julian calendar before? That was the calendar that was proposed by Julius Caesar in 46 BC, and it was reference of the Roman calendar. Not a whole lot of people use the Julian calendar anymore. It's mostly the Gregorian calendar, and that was made by Pope Gregory the 13th. Yeah, when I used to work at Simplot, that's a potato factory here in Grand Forks, there would be some cases that had the Julian code on it, so we'd have to remember if like the date was correct, because with the Julian calendar, it's usually 13 days backwards compared to the Gregorian calendar. So like if it's March 15th, it would be the 2nd of March right now. So, and I thought that was kind of interesting because there's some people that still use that calendar and there's some that don't. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think North Korea has their own calendar. I can't remember what it was called, like the Juche calendar or something. Sorry, I dropped a card. Must be something important. Oh, I dropped 2. That's interesting. I'm going to see what they say for myself. Thank you for sharing. The more the merrier. What was I going to talk about? Does any of you feel like this whole thing that's going on, like you've seen it before? Yeah, North Korea is pretty scary. I've had dreams where I was actually there. Like I was in South Korea, and I don't know how I ended up in North Korea, but I did, and it was completely different from each other. It was like difference between night and day there. I kind of feel like there's going to be a little bit of, how would I say it? Things are going to change over there drastically. It's stuff is happening right now. I feel like that nobody ever thought was actually going to happen. Like, us trying to like talk to them, because I don't think we even attempted to try to talk to them before because we were too afraid of them, because, you know, a lot of people still have the old Cold War mentality still. Oh man, the Cold War was an interesting time. I wasn't alive for most of it. I was born in the 90s. I was born 1 year before the Soviet Union fell, which is kind of interesting. And then the fact that my birth date is September 2nd. September 1st, 1939 is when World War II started. September 2nd, 1945 was when it actually officially ended, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Otherwise, it was September 20th. I really don't remember. But the fact that that day, to me, kind of has like really symbolic thing in our timeline, to me. So yeah, the moon's currently in Sagittarius right now. This is pretty cool. The sun is in Pisces. I can't remember. It was like not that long ago. It was just in Aquarius. Are any of you Aquarians solar signs at all? I'm not. I'm actually a Virgo, and then my lunar sign is Aquarius. So my father's a Sagittarius. I get along with him pretty good. My mom is a Libra, but if they proposed like they were going to change, oh cool, I'm one too. They were talking about how like the Earth's wobble changed like the positions of the zodiac. So like if they adjusted it, I would be a Leo, and some people would be nice. Like, you know what I mean? And then they were talking about possibly putting a 13th zodiac sign in. I think it was like Orpheus or something like that. Yeah. It's like add more stuff to astrology to kind of shake things up for everybody. Because there's a lot of people that would be like, "No, I'm not this. I've always been this," and stuff like that. I mean, oh, that was my speaker. Sorry. Yeah, that's your north node. Yep, that's true. That's my north node. I think it's my north node. I do have my. I can pull up my star chart here really quick, easily on my phone. Let's see here. Birth chart. My true node is Aquarius, and I think my south node would be Leo. If that makes sense. Because I think the true node is the north node. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? I got something on here about the nodes, so let me look here. Not loading up. Let me take a look. That's good. Let's see here. Something pulling up here. Nothing there. Okay, yeah, the north node's the true node. So my true node would be Aquarius. So if I remember correctly from books I read, the true node is what you're supposed to like go towards, like for your life goal, and the south node would be like what you were in a previous lifetime, and you're trying to stay away from that one, but you could still draw from past experiences from that. Like, for example, mine south node is Leo, so I would assume in my past life I was some sort of leader. Well, not really a leader, but like I keep getting military. Like I keep hearing military all the time I think about it. Because I don't know, it seems like military just fits with some of the stuff I've dealt with in other past lives, at least to me, from what dreams and stuff I've had and like what kind of daydreams and stuff I have. I think I've been in a lot of conflict, a lot of warfare since Oh God, millennia at least. I'm pretty, from what a lot of people say, I'm a really old soul. Too old, but yet I don't feel like I'm too old though. Excuse me, I just had to get some water there. Do any of you feel like you've been around for a long time? Like that you keep coming back to this planet, incarnating? Like you're not done with your mission yet? I feel like this time, this is my last one. I feel like this is the big one, like, because the whole dimensional shift thing where we're going to be going into 5D and planetary ascension kind of thing. So I honestly feel like this is it. This is kind of like my moment where I need to like step up to the plate. Like this is like the final battle or the final dance, if you would say. Like this is do it. This is like the do or don't do it moment. But from what it sounds like, or from what I'm getting, I usually say from what it sounds like because I hear a lot of people think about this, not like reading their thoughts, but yeah, there is a lot more people awakening now. Even I think my friend in Fargo is starting to awake because some of the stuff I used to talk about to him, he really didn't get at first, but now it's like it's all fitting together for him. I have a feeling that he's going to realize something with his patterns. I don't know, like I get the feeling that he's going to start going down a different path than he is now, which is pretty exciting because my friend, I love him dearly, deep down in my heart. I mean, I love him like a brother. I mean, he got confused for my brother once when I met my friend in Fargo. Her name's Kavya. She is an astrologist, and she confused him for my brother. And I was like, no, he's not my brother. He's my best friend. And she's like, well, you definitely could pull off being brothers, and you may have been brothers in a past life. And I honestly think we were. I mean, I would do anything for him. That's how much I care about him. I mean, he's told me stories about how there's people that talked down about him, and like he a long time ago contemplated on killing himself. But this is before he met me, though. And something told him not to do it. And I honestly told him this. It's like, I'm glad he did not do it because I don't know how I would survive if you were gone. I care about you that much. And he was like, he said, thanks. I really appreciate that you said that. And I really care about you too. And I said, thanks. I appreciate that as well. So there's definitely a soul connection between us. He's fun to hang out with. I feel like he's an old soul too. He's a Taurus, so he's an Earth sign. I get along pretty good with Earth. Oh, no, not a Taurus. Sorry, Pisces. I keep thinking Taurus because it's the same time as March. I think March and Taurus are the same time sometimes, or it gets close to that time. But oh yeah, he's a water sign then. Yeah, so then we definitely would get along with each other because he's a water sign and I'm a water sign. No, I'm not a water sign. I'm an earth sign. Sorry. Oh, I do apologize. I just get things mixed up. But I know it just, yeah. So, if any of you are interested in a reading tonight, definitely click on the PayPal link on the video and I will do a reading for you. If any of you are interested. I also have a personal Facebook page if any of you are interested in following me and possibly watching future videos I do, like reviews on card decks, maybe watching me do like crafts or stuff like that. You're definitely welcome to follow my Facebook page. It's MorganDragonMoon. So you go to facebook.com/MorganDragonMoon and feel free to like and follow me on that Facebook page. I may have a YouTube account in the future that's called MorganDragonMoon, but currently right now I have a different one. And I haven't really done any videos on that yet, but I will. I just more or less trying to brainstorm all the stuff I want to do. And I also own a small business in Grand Forks. It's called Dragonmoon. If you're interested in following that Facebook page as well, it's facebook.com/JadeDragonMoon90. And yeah, I'm actually really excited about going to this expo because this is going to be a really big event for me because there's not a whole lot of people in Grand Forks that know about my business. And I feel like going in a big event is going to cause more exposure for us. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm really excited about how much more my abilities are going to grow now. But I'm still a work in progress for that. And I also got to take care of my physical body now. So, because the saying, your body's a temple. I feel like mine's a haunted temple. So, very old haunted temple. But, yeah, I can't wait. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. You're 18 and lost and confused. I just want to know what's ahead. I'm walking into the unknown. I want clarity and peace. Well, if you want to pay for a reading, you're more than welcome to click the PayPal link, and I will do a reading for you. Thanks. Yeah, that's a good message for everybody. You need to love yourself. That is a good question. If you want me to do a reading for you, you're more than welcome to click the PayPal link, and I will do it. Because I'm not going to be doing free readings tonight. But I will answer some questions if anybody's interested in questions.
Hello.
Hello.
If anyone wants a reading, they can have it on the video, come into the studio, or have audio if they don't want to show their face. Also.
Yep.
Yeah. And if you want to read at the website, please hit the prize wheel. You win a prize. And hello to everyone watching from YouTube and Facebook. Pardon?
Oh, one of them was asking about what's the spin prize wheel.
Oh, you just hit the link above the video stream where it says hit the prize wheel link, and you can win a prize. Got prizes at the website you're in.
Yeah.
And please subscribe if you're watching from YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely subscribe for more readers, because there's a lot of good readers on their site, and I've watched a lot of them. Very good ones. I haven't really actually did a reading, bought a reading from any of them, but I definitely am considering it. But right now I'm kind of dealing with a little bit of financial issues because of the whole getting my hours kind of cut from corporate. But now, once Sunday comes, the schedules are going to go back to normal, so I won't have to worry about my hours being too short anymore. So, and I have a feeling that my monetary problems are not going to be bothering me anymore either. So, and highly recommend any of you to check out the Why Not Wednesday on their website. They do free 1-card drawings for everybody, whoever goes to whatever room. I will usually be on around 9 or 10, because that's usually what time I get off of work. Well, I usually get off of work at 8:30. Yeah, you get a lot of really cool prizes when you spin the prize wheel. That's interesting. It's just, for some reason, all of a sudden, Salem pops in my head. Oh yeah, now I know why. That's my future destination for me moving is Salem, Massachusetts. I'm gonna be starting to purge most of my belongings that I don't need anymore, because I really want to move out to the East Coast. The last time I was out there, that was 2 years ago. I just loved it out there. The energy of Salem is just amazing. They're super friendly. Way different vibe than Boston, which is only 13 miles away. Yeah, it's just a beautiful town, and a lot of the stuff downtown is in walking distance. They got a lot of shops there. I think I'm going to be going this year with my mom again, because I think she's going out to Maryland. I think Maryland, yeah, because she's going to someone's. Yeah, you would say that, Mom. Maryland, right? You're going out to Maryland for graduation. I highly recommend you do. It's a beautiful city. They got really great food out there. They got a lot of great shops out there. Very nice people, and it's a very animal-friendly city. You can definitely bring your dog into different stores and stuff like that, and you not have to worry about them saying, "Oh, you need to have maybe a service animal," or stuff like that. And it's right by the Atlantic Ocean, and you can see Marblehead across the harbor. It's just a really beautiful city. Very not dark as it used to be. It's the energy of the place changed from 1692 Salem to now. So definitely go there. There's some portal or something. I don't know how to describe it, but there's some energy portal or pool or something there that you just feel really good going there. And like if you were there in a previous past life, it's like you automatically remember where everything was. Like I wasn't lost when I got there. They got a lot of beautiful historic homes. What's this library called again? There's a private library that Nathaniel Hawthorne would always go to when I think it was his wife or someone would have guests around, because he was pretty introverted, so he'd like to go to the library all the time. Yeah, very good energy there. Very historic, not only just for the witch trials, but their naval history is interesting. They have really interesting stories about the Revolutionary War. Don't know if anything about the Civil War, because there wasn't really anything that happened there in the Civil War. But it's fascinating because you sometimes, when you walk by these houses and you see the white chimneys and you see a black stripe on top of the chimney, that would be a sign showing people that, hey, I'm still loyal to the British Crown. And let's just say you're pretty much putting up a big sign saying to the Patriots, hey, I'm still loyal to the British Crown, mess with my house. But luckily they didn't destroy a whole lot of houses then, so it's just really fascinating. And a lot of the streets that are there, oh cool. Yeah, we definitely got very interested in history. Not all of it's very good, but some of it's pretty interesting. Like, no, what is my favorite time period? For some reason, the Civil War and the Western period kind of were my favorite times of the history. Not really because of the whole like people killing each other thing. I don't know. I guess it's partially because of some of the fictional stories I read, like steampunk stories. I just like the Victorian stuff at that time period. But I love a lot of historical eras. The modern era is just, to me, is kind of boring. Well, not boring, but I just don't belong, in my opinion. That's how I kind of figured out I was an old soul. Um, what was I gonna do? I got these Oracle cards recently. From a shop in Minneapolis. It's called the Eye of Horus. My mom calls the scary cards because of just how they look. This is the cover of the box. It's the Victoria Francis Oracle cards. They're kind of how would I describe it? Macabre, gothic looking. It's just the art on it is very beautiful. Yeah, definitely. For sure. I just can't imagine the Black Plague of the medieval period happening now with the social media and all that stuff. I honestly think it would be horrible. Cause a lot more panic than it did. Yeah, and then this is the back of the cards. I'm eventually going to do a review on these cards. They just got really Really interesting artwork on them. Very well drawn. Definitely. I know some people, when they see like the gothic macabre stuff, they're like turned off about it. But to me, it's just like I see something fascinating and beautiful about it, honestly. It's like mysterious, but yet scary in a way. But to me, it's just like there's just something beautiful about it. Like the fact that I used to be a dark spirit a long time ago, and the fact that not all that there is a little bit of beauty in what appears to be dark, but I don't know really how to describe it. But the color of the cards are like a stark contrast to the cards I normally use. The ones I normally use, yeah, that'd be really cool to see. So like this is the back of the Chinese fortune cards. It's all bright and red. And this is the back of the Victoria Francis cards. This would be really cool if there was a poster of this. Here's one of the cards here. Very fascinating picture. Wearing cloak kind of like me, except it's dark. um, oh, I know what I was going to say. Hey, Kat, I found the glasses that you were wondering about. The ones I was wearing this one picture. There they are. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool decks out there. It's almost like reading fascinating books. It's like if I could, I'd have a whole library of books just like to share with people, almost like a modern day equivalent of like the Library of Alexandria. I mean, there's some people that are like, "Oh, why did that library get destroyed?" And it's like, well, maybe there was just some knowledge that people were not ready to have, and we're getting it back. So, yeah, it's very interesting these times that we live on. I feel super disconnected with my generation because it's like when you're going through your awakening period, it's like now you could actually see like the whole picture, and your other friends that are not awake yet are only seeing like what they want you to see, and like you're trying to tell them, hey, stop following the herd, you're gonna be going off the cliff, and like you're sounding like the what's the Chicken Little when the sky's falling. Yeah, yeah, a lot of the books are becoming digital now, and you can just like look them up and get them on your iPod or Android phone or your laptop or your tablet. It almost kind of reminds me of uh, something like with crystals. Like I can just imagine like a transparent computer with crystals in it, and like they're all programmed with all the knowledge of the universe, and you can just easily pull them up on like a transparent screen, and almost like a data pad in Star Wars where you can like look up everything. Yeah. Slowly finding them. But as of now, I kind of feel like I'm walking alone, but I don't feel like I'm going to be walking alone very much longer. So I just have really eclectic tastes of art and music. Some of the music that a lot of people love today, it's just like, I don't really get it. I don't like it. They'd be like, oh, I love this one artist, and then I'm listening to Susie and the Banshees, and they're like, why are you listening to that music? It's not very good, or whatever. They would think it's not very good, but it's like, I love this band. They got really good music. It's been from the early 80s, 90s, I think. Yeah, they're from the UK. Really good music. Hello. How are you doing this evening? Hope you're having a good evening. My name is MorganDragonMoon. I will be on Online Psychics Live this Wednesday doing Why Not Wednesday if you're interested in coming out to my private room and watching my show. I'll be talking about different topics like, what did I talk about this? I'm doing pretty good. Pretty much been doing that. What did I talk about this week? Oh yeah, I talked about the god Zeus and the goddess Hera, and their interesting lore about them. Oh man, very interesting stuff I found out about Hera. It's like Zeus is his story is everywhere, and it's very interesting how he is. And then last week, I talked about Merlin and Morgan Le Fay from the Arthurian legends. Do any of you think that the Arthurian legends are real, or at least bits and pieces of it are real? I honestly think they are. Except the whole quest for the Holy Grail thing, I don't believe that's real. I think that's just a made up thing that they were trying to thing that the Roman Catholic Church did back in the Middle Ages when they were trying to take pagan stuff and turn it into their religion so that they can convert more people. Oh yeah, Odin's pretty fascinating too. There's a lot of different gods and goddesses that are very fascinating, especially if you read the stuff about the Aztec gods and goddesses. Those are the gods and goddesses my ancestors used to worship on my dad's side. Yeah, I believe they exist too. Oh, what was I going to say? Just trying to process the thoughts that are coming in my head right now. Like filter what I'm getting. It's like all over the place and random messages / information that's popping up. I keep hearing, keep watching the skies. Keep an eye on the skies, especially at night. There's stuff that I feel like the main population is trying to distract people from, because they don't want you to pay attention to stuff that's going on above. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I know they write about Merlin a lot in different books. I think in Alchemy they write about him stuff a lot too. What's that star in Orion that's red? It's Betelgeuse, that's it. That star is going to go supernova, or it already has. We just haven't seen it yet. So it's going to be bright. It's going to look brighter than it normally does. That's why the star is starting to get darker, because it's going through its final phase right now. And I believe whatever planets are around that star are going to just get vaporized by it. Because every time at night, it seems like always looking for that constellation, Orion. I always keep looking for Orion, because there's, if I'm not mistaken, in the center of Orion, there's an energy portal that is literally the doorway into different dimensions. So things can get in, things can leave out. And that's why the Draconian Empire and the Orion Empire are trying to keep that the portal to themselves, because then they can control what comes in and what comes out. But I believe that, I think they're the Galactic Federation of Light, or whoever they are, the ones that are on our side. I think they have that controlled now. And I believe that the Orion Empire is starting to fall apart right now. And then I think there's some kind of thing going on in Draco too right now. I asked my that's interesting, yeah. Because every time my friend looks at that constellation, she senses confusion. So I believe that there is some sort of political revolution going on in the Draconian Empire right now. I think some of their population's getting fed up with it, and now they want to overrule it. And yeah, I'm not surprised, because they've been pretty warmongering ever since the beginning of the beginning when they invaded Lyra. I was there. I was the one leading it. I still feel guilty about it, but now I realize that was my role to play, and now I kind of flipped sides. I used to be a dark spirit when I was first created, but then I decided to flip and go down the light path now. It's going to be kind of hard to look up stuff about our true galactic history, because it seems like the more people put about it online, it's removed fast. It's like the people that are really controlling everything right now are keeping it hidden because they don't want you to know. That makes sense. So we got about 10 minutes left. And you have any interesting... That is really cool. I haven't gotten my blood tested yet, so I really don't know about my blood type, but I know for the fact that my mom had to get a shot for it because I was a different blood type than her. I think she might have been negative or positive, and I was the opposite of that, so we definitely had the RH factor. Yeah, I really don't know about my blood type. I feel like I keep getting like these things where like I feel like if I get my blood tested, that when they scan it, it's gonna be like, oh, this is we're looking for this person, and then they're gonna come after me. Like the people that are really in charge would think I'm a threat. Yeah, but they see me as a threat because they know I'm gonna take them down. So, feel like I should do one collective reading for the night. Yeah. First, I didn't really believe in spiritual warfare. I thought it was just a thing that's certain religions were just spouting off because they wanted to control things. But now I do believe it now. I won't go back to my old religion, though, because I feel like I'd get more programmed if I did. You're welcome. I'll shuffle these cards here really quick and see what comes up. But yeah, if any of you are interested in following my Facebook page, it's facebook.com/MorganDragonMoon. And then my business Facebook page is facebook.com/JDragonmoon90. I will be occasionally posting videos on there, reviews and stuff like that. Medical field, yeah. Do you feel that the whole COVID-19 thing is just really out of proportion? It's just nothing to be scared about? Because my uncle talked to one of the doctors in Grand Forks, and he said, we're not really concerned about it because it's just another strain of the flu. But if I'm not mistaken, there was a video I watched and they said it was something that it was the 5G towers that are causing this whole thing to go on. Because the province that this virus came out of, that's where they started testing their cell towers, the 5G ones. And supposedly the date when they activated them was the date kind of sort of everything started up. But I really don't know. I'm going to have to meditate on that and see what comes up. But there's some people that are talking about that something even worse is coming. Don't know what yet, but there is a biblical passage that, in my opinion, fits with what's coming perfectly. It said something about those who seek death will not be able to find it, and those that long like death will elude them because they long to die. I guess whatever it is going to cause them so much pain that they wish they were dead. and they're not going to be able to die. But I don't think it's going to bother a whole lot of people. Or if it is, it's mostly affecting people that no longer serve the collective. At least that's what I heard from certain people. Okay. So the first card is money. And eventually learn how to make one of those someday. The second card is paradise. And last but not least, karma. So, what am I getting out of this? Okay, this is... Yeah. I'm getting that the first card... Some of you were struggling with money. I am myself. There was a... you were having monetary issues, paying bills, getting supplies, food, especially now. You were having issues with money, trying to manage it, figure out a budget, live within your means kind of thing. And what I'm getting is that you managed to do it. You managed to figure it out. Paradise. I feel like you are now reinventing yourself. Like you're starting to change your lifestyle, kind of starting to prepare how you want to live for now and until whenever. Like you're starting to prepare your own personal realm, like a paradise thing. You're wanting to get rid of the old and bring in the new, like move to a different city, move to a different country, regenerate yourself. That's what I'm getting. Like you're trying to regenerate yourself. You're trying to tune yourself so that you're able to do more abilities and stuff like that. And the last card is karma. What am I getting off it? Not getting anything bad off it, so that's good. I'm getting that while you're doing the reshaping of yourself, the rebuilding of yourself, trying to create your paradise, you're starting to erase whatever karmic debt you still have. Like you're pretty much wiping the slate clean, because that's what the new 2020 energies are starting to do. The timelines are starting to collapse on each other. All your past karmic debt is starting to get erased, the ones that are waking up anyways. You're starting to become detached from staying here anymore. But not like you're getting ready to die or anything. I'm just saying, like, you're starting to get prepared for ascension. So once the ascension happens, you'll be there. You're already there. So does that make sense for any of you? It kind of does for me. Any of you have interesting thoughts about that? Oh wow, we're almost out of time. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show today, and thank you for joining all of us.
Thank you. Your show was really good.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And we will see you when again?
I think next week, I'll have to book it again. I don't know when.
I should know, shouldn't I?
Yeah,
I've got so much on my plate today. Oh, sorry.
that's all right.
Anyway, thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
And
everybody. You have a good
have a
night.
great